Hi guys, there is this dream that I keep seeing all the time for over how many years, but I cannot just place my hands on the meaning of it. Sometimes I will just ask God question, what's the meaning of this dream, that each time I always see it. And I notice that anytime I begin to pray about an upgrade, I will always see that dream. But I cannot just actually say this is the meaning of the dream. And sometimes I will just pray over it and tell God to reverse every negative impact of that dream in my life. But one thing I know is that that dream has to do with my life. What was that dream? The dream of being a former house. A former house. That dream, the interpretation of it is very deep, is beyond a human understanding, is beyond a mere interpretation. And I know that if I'm to know the interpretation of that dream, you know that the solution to that dream is at hand. So I keep on wondering, asking God, what's the meaning of this dream? And each time I begin to pray about an upgrade in my life, I will always see that dream. But luckily for me, when I was telling God, I was asking a lot of questions, asking God so many questions. And I remember telling God that please, you should help me because my bar is only remaining 1%. And I was sincere telling God that my bar is only remaining 1%. If you do not help me, what else will I do? So I was very sincere telling God that particular thing. And after saying that, I just went my way. I was doing my regular daily activities. And then when I was walking on the road, the Spirit of God began to minister to me. At the moment, I was sleepwalking. He brought a picture of a butterfly that is trying to come out from its shell. And God began to interpret the dream and the response that I gave him as the butterfly that is trying to come out from its shell. Peradventure, somebody was observing as that butterfly struggles to come out and tried to give a helping hand by removing that shell so that that butterfly can be able to come out. Note, that person did not help that butterfly. In fact, it caused more harm than good to that butterfly. You know why? Because when that butterfly is struggling to come out, if the butterfly succeeded in coming out on his own, the weight of that butterfly will go down, so that it will enable him to fly higher to any extent he wants to go. But if that person observing tried to remove that shell without allowing that butterfly to do it on its own, that butterfly will not soar higher, that butterfly will not fly. And the Lord began to interpret. He said, this is you, the butterfly, and he is the one observing. There is nothing that he cannot do for us. If he is to go and to remove that shell without allowing me to come out on my own, the weight of the past will be with me. The weight of the former life will be with me, and it will not help me to grow higher. It will not help me to soar higher. So I have to come out, to struggle on my own, to come out there. Then, as I'm saying that my bar is remaining 1%, his own is to strengthen me so that I will be able to have that strength to come out there and soar higher without carrying any weight around you. Now, how do you do it on your own? One is by believing and applying the word of God in your life. Two, working on yourself by dropping some certain things that is not pleasing to God. Three, consistency. Never give up on God's promises. This is one of the things that hijack the manifestation of the great people. Keep mounting pressure until you come out from that shell.